Here is a short, soothing story to help you fall asleep. Lakeside House. Once upon a time, there was a small house located by a quiet lake, far away from the noisy city. There, an old man lived alone, enjoying his peaceful days. Every morning, he woke up before dawn to watch the sunrise over the lake. The golden rays of sunlight reflected on the clear blue water, creating a beautiful scene, making him feel that life was so peaceful. In the afternoon, he often walked around the lake, listening to the birds chirping on the tree branches. He never felt lonely, because the surrounding nature was always his friend. The old man also had a special little friend, a little sparrow, who often came to his window every morning to chirp. He and the sparrow seemed to understand each other without words. One day, he decided to plant a small garden right next to his house. He planted chrysanthemums, roses, and other green plants. As time passed, the garden became colorful and attracted beautiful butterflies to flutter around the flowers. Every morning, he tended the garden with all his love and watched the flowers bloom, bringing simple but meaningful happiness. Day by day, his life passed by peacefully, like the quiet water of the lake. The old man knew that no matter how the outside world changed, here by the quiet lake, he still had a peaceful life, where each day began and ended with peace of mind. Dream Journey. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among lush green hills, there lived a boy named Anne. Anne was a boy who loved fantasy stories and often daydreamed about faraway lands that he could only visit in his dreams. Every night, before going to bed, Anne always sits by his window, looking at the starry night sky and silently praying for a beautiful dream. And every time he falls asleep, a completely different world opens up before his eyes. One night, Anne dreamed that he was standing on a small path leading into a magical forest. The tall, ancient trees with their green leaves covered the sky, and the light of small stars twinkled through the leaves. The sound of the stream flowing mixed with the chirping of birds, creating a peaceful melody. Anne started walking down the path, and soon he met a small white rabbit. The rabbit smiled and invited Anne to travel and explore the forest with him. Along the way, they met magical creatures such as talking squirrels, butterflies that glowed like gems, and flowers that sang. They both stopped at a clear lake in the middle of the forest. The lake reflected the starry sky like a mirror. Anne sat by the lake, feeling his heart filled with joy and peace. The rabbit told him about the ancient legends of the forest and the wonders that could only be seen in dreams. As the moon began to rise, Anne felt himself becoming lighter, as if he were floating on water. The rabbit smiled and told him that it was time to go home, and gently closed his eyes, and when he opened them again, he found himself back in bed, in a familiar room, and wakes up in the morning with a smile on his face. He knows that no matter how many times he dreams, there will always be new adventures waiting for him. And with each dream, life becomes richer and more wonderful than ever. Village in the Clouds. Once upon a time, there was a small village located above the white clouds, floating in the blue sky. This village was very special because every villager had wings as soft as feathers. People did not need to walk, but could fly freely among the clouds, feeling the gentleness of the wind and the fragrance of blooming cloud flowers. Hannah is a young resident of the village. Every day, Hannah likes to fly around the village, watching the endless fields of clouds. In the morning, when the sun just appears, Hannah often flies to the highest cloud hill to catch the first rays of sunlight. The pale yellow light filters through the clouds, making everything around her glow. Strangely beautiful. One day, Hannah decided to fly farther than usual to explore places she had never been before. She flew through large clouds, through clear cloud streams, and finally, she reached a dense cloud forest. In that forest, Hana met a pure white cloud cat with eyes as blue as the sky. The cat greeted Hana and invited her to join a special adventure. The cat leads Hana to a secret cloud cave where sparkling raindrops are kept. These raindrops are created from the dreams of everyone in the village. Every time someone has a good dream, a raindrop will appear in this cave. Hana is surprised to learn that these raindrops will fall to earth and bring cool rain, watering the plants and flowers. Hana felt happy to know that her dreams also contributed to the rain. She decided to continue dreaming beautiful dreams to bring joy and life to the world below. From then on, every night before going to bed, Hana always thought of good things and dreamed about them. The raindrops of her dreams fell on the world, bringing freshness to the plants and making the sky bluer. And so, day after day, Hana and the villagers continued to soar above the clouds, living a peaceful, dreamy, and happy life. I hope this story helps you relax and fall asleep easily. Good night and sweet dreams.